Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to finish off the series of my trip to Japan with the final video. We're going to be talking about the last card that I wish that I would have used while I was in Japan, or one that I'll definitely utilize when I'm in Japan next time, and that is the SUICA card. So if you've never heard of the SUICA card, it is a Japanese transit card that you can use for transportation, for transits, and other purchases actually. But what SUICA stands for is Super Urban Intelligent Card. We're going to go to Japan's website on the SUICA card to actually look and see what it actually is, and we're going to go straight to the source to be able to find that. The SUICA card is a prepaid e-money card for moving around and shopping. There's no more need to buy a ticket from a vending machine. Just touch your SUICA to the ticket gate and the fare is automatically deducted from your SUICA. The SUICA can be used not only for JR East trains, but subways and buses as well. The SUICA can also be used to pay for things with e-money. Buy soft drinks and coffee from vending machines and on the train. Even buy a newspaper at the station kiosk without fiddling for coins. For traveling in Japan, the SUICA makes a more pleasant trip. That is what the SUICA card is. It is a transit card that can be used for so many other things as well. For vending machines, for things at the train stations like kiosks, and you can even use it at like convenience stores and things like that when you don't have a credit card maybe, or maybe they don't accept card payments, and SUICA would be a great way to be able to do that. The interesting thing about the SUICA card is that you can actually have it on your phone as well, but only for iPhone users. I believe there's not a way for Android users to be able to have it on their phone, so as of right now you're out of luck. There might be other ways of doing it that I don't know of, but if you know what those things are, leave it down in the comments for those who are Android users can know how to be able to get a SUICA card themselves, or a different transit card for Japan. But if you have an iPhone, you can actually get it on your Apple Wallet and be able to sign up for it on there so that you can have the digital card, especially right now because there is a shortage, unfortunately, due to a current global semiconductor shortage. The sales of both the Passmo card, that is also another transit card, and the SUICA card have been suspended indefinitely. So that was announced a few months ago. I don't know if it has changed really. I believe it hasn't, but it doesn't really matter because the best way you can be able to use this is through your iPhone as a mobile wallet pay. Though it is nice to be able to get the card physically and have a souvenir, but for this one we just want to use it for iPhone as mobile pay. So we'll actually go to Apple's website to be able to see how we can add the SUICA card onto our Apple Wallet. And as we look right here, to use the SUICA card with other transit cards, so pretty much you can see right there, you just need like an iPhone, nothing too old, past like a 7 or anything like that. But I mean, if you have the newest edition and everything, you should be perfectly fine. So when you add your first SUICA card or the other transit cards to your wallet, Express Mode is turned on for that card by default. Express Mode allows you to use your card without waking or unlocking your device, or authenticating with Face ID, Touch ID, or your passcode. That makes it easy so that you don't have to get your face scan to be able to approve the purchase, you know, like you do with all your other purchases you do at the store, which is a great thing and a safe thing to do. And at times it can get annoying if it doesn't get your face scanned, but I definitely wouldn't give that up for safety reasons. This makes it a lot easier, especially like when you're going through the lines and everything, because people are moving through the gates, not stopping really. So it makes it nice and easy and fast that you can be able to just scan it without it having to scan your face to accept the payment. And then as well as we're looking through the Apple website that describes what the SUICA card is able to do, you can ride transit with your SUICA card or your other transit cards, and you can do it anywhere that you can use a physical SUICA card, or where interoperable integrated circuit, an IC card, or prepaid card are accepted. And then it talks about how to ride transit with your SUICA card, and that's things that you can be able to look at yourself as you look more into it, and especially if you're going to Japan. So you can use, like we talked about, your SUICA card in stores. So if you see one of those symbols, you're going to be able to use the card there. So it kind of just gives you an idea on the Apple website as well of what it is and how you can be able to use it. What makes the SUICA card great is that it makes it nice and easy and convenient and fast to be able to get through like the transit, and to be able to get other things as well, because this is going to work on vending machines. So though you can be able to use your Charles Schwab debit card like we talked about to withdraw money to be able to pay for those transits with cash, with the yen and coins, it kind of like it talked about, fiddling through your coins and your cash is kind of inconvenient at times and you might drop something. But if you have a card that's already preloaded with money on there, it's going to make it a lot faster, a lot easier, and you don't have to go through all the screens of trying to find where you're going with the tickets and everything like that. You just have to scan it and it's going to take off the amount for your transit. It all works out perfectly. I mean, I haven't used it myself, but it's nice and easy and makes it very convenient, especially if you don't speak Japanese Japanese or read Japanese trying to figure out where do I go, what do I press. Even though there is an English setting, it still makes it a little difficult trying to figure it out. And actually, the way you can be able to load your SUICA card on your phone is through Apple Pay. So you can actually use your credit cards that you have on your wallet to be able to load money onto your SUICA card. And there's a lot of research and everything out there as well. Like I mentioned, I haven't used it personally, so I don't know from firsthand experience, just looking through websites and YouTube to find out how things work. But on this one website that we're going to, it's by At a Distance, and it talks about Apple Pay Recharge Guide. And I believe it's been updated since earlier this month, actually. So as we can see right here, in the first sentence it says, the issue has been ongoing since early August 2022. Use MasterCard, Amex, and Union Pay for adding money to Apple Pay SUICA in Wallet app. More foreign issue credit and debit cards work for Apple Pay SUICA than the other two transit cards. Here's the current situation based on online user feedback. So this is their own research that they've compiled together from what other people have said. So for non-JP visas, so non-Japanese visas, which would be, if you're in the US, that would be our Visa card. Credit cards are blocked by Visa for adding money to SUICA and the other two transit methods. Some Visa debit cards work for adding money to SUICA. Revolut and Wise work depending on the country of the account. No other issuers confirmed, though. More foreign issue Visa debit cards are working over time. So it seems like maybe the Visa card will work, so maybe like the Charles Schwab debit card might work as a Visa, but it's not 100% certain, and you have to test it out, trial and error, to see if it's going to work or not. But it looks like as of right now, the Visa credit cards aren't working, so you can't use like your Venture X card, but you can be able to use your American Express cards, which is nice that American Express is accepted somewhere, right? So then moving on to non-Japanese MasterCards. Cards work for adding money to SUICA. Some credit cards are not working for Passmo, depending on issuers. Some debit cards may be limited by the ATM withdrawal limit. MasterCard is not currently working for adding money to ICOCA. So those are the other two transit cards. So if you're using those ones, then it may not work. But if you're using SUICA, sounds like it's going to work. So if you use a card like the Bilt MasterCard or one of the Capital One credit cards that are no annual fee cards, like the Saver One or the Quicksilver, those should be able to work just fine. And then continuing, non-Japanese Amex cards work for adding money to SUICA and the other two methods. So as of right now, it looks like American Express is the one that has no issues with all three of them. So you can use your Amex Platinum, Amex Gold, Amex Green, any card that doesn't have foreign transaction fees. I'm not 100% sure if it is considered a foreign purchase, so I would definitely use a card that has no foreign transaction fees just in case you have that charge. But you can test it out yourself and see if it's gonna charge you a foreign transaction fee or not. But I would definitely try to use a travel card or a card that has no foreign transaction fees when reloading your SUICA card on your iPhone. This way is amazing because we talked about in the last video that some places take cash only, like at vending machines or at the train station or even some stores. So we could eliminate having to use cash at those places if we have the SUICA card that we can reload with money from our credit cards onto that card. And obviously you want to make sure that you're responsible with all your spend, not putting money in different cards and everything like that without making sure you're keeping track of it, paying off your credit cards and everything like that. But this is a great way to be able to earn points on spend still, because if I use cash at a vending machine, I'm not getting any points for that. But if I upload, say like the Bilt MasterCard onto my Apple wallet and upload money from the Bilt card to my SUICA card, then I could at least get 1% back from my spend putting money onto my SUICA card, then using that SUICA card at the vending machine. I'm not 100% sure what it is coded as. It might be coded as travel, so you could actually get 2 times on your Bilt MasterCard, but it might only be 1 time. So like I said, it's kind of a trial and error test. You have to test it out yourself and see, as I'm not 100% sure how each credit card will work. Because I know for the American Express Green card, you get 3 times on transit, but I believe it may just be US transit, and if not, if it is worldwide, I don't know if it would be counted as transit. You gotta just test it out and see if it's gonna work or not. And I actually do have a spreadsheet that I made. It was about a year ago I made it, and I tried to update it the best I could. It kind of gives you an idea of which cards you can use, what cards have the best multipliers, and which ones have annual fees. As you can see from the spreadsheet, the ones that are in red are the ones that aren't going to work. So like we have the card that I used of the Bank of America Travel Rewards card, and because it's a Visa signature card, it wouldn't work. As well as the US Bank Altitude Go card that I also had, that's a Visa signature card, wouldn't work as well. But if you had any of the American Express cards like the Platinum, Gold, Green, or even like the Hilton Honors card, they should be able to work because they're American Express. Capital One, all their credit cards have no foreign transaction fees, but the Capital Venture X is a Visa Infinite card, so you can't be able to use that one. But you could use the Quicksilver, the Saver One, or the Venture Rewards, and the Venture Rewards, being a MasterCard, gets you 2% back actually, or 2 times back. Though it does have a $95 annual fee, so depending on if you want a card with an annual fee, that might be something to consider as well. But there's also the Citi card. Citi Premier is a MasterCard, so you could use that for 1% at least, but potentially maybe more if it's counted as like a travel category. The Citi Costco Anywhere card does have no foreign transaction fees, but it is a Visa, so it wouldn't work as far as we know. And I didn't see anything for Discover card. I'm not sure if Discover would be accepted or not, but it is potentially not accepted. So if you want to test it out and see, you can. I'll definitely do what I can if I ever go back to Japan, which I'm hoping to. I'll test it out and see if it actually works or not. And then a great card that has come out more recently as well is the SoFi credit card, which is a MasterCard and gets you 2% on all your spend. As well, like we talked about, the Built MasterCard being a MasterCard itself, and potentially getting 2% if it's categorized as travel. The other Wells Fargo card, like the Autograph card, is a Visa signature, so you can't be able to use it for the SUICA card. And then another one that maybe not a lot of people know is like the American Express Bread Cashback card, which earns 2% on all your spend and is an American Express card. So as you can see from the green, we're going to say the best ones are the Apple card, which I forgot to mention. The Apple card gets you 2% on all your spend using Apple Wallet. So that one would be a great one to be able to use, as it is a MasterCard. The next one would be the Capital One Venture Rewards card. That one earns you 2% as well. Does have a $95 annual fee. And then you also have the SoFi credit card that gets you 2%, and that would be as well a best card as it is a MasterCard. The Wells Fargo Built MasterCard, which gets you potentially 2% as well, but at least 1%, and it would still be a good card, but maybe not the best if it only gets you 1%. And as well, the last one being the American Express Bread Cashback card. That's an American Express card that gets you 2% on all your spend. There might be other cards that are better on here. I didn't take into effect like all like hotel cards, credit union cards, or anything like that. But these are some of the best cards that you could probably use on your Apple Wallet to be able to load your SUICA card with money. And that way you're getting cash back or points back at least for your spend using that. That will be way better than just using cash to buy things. You're not going to be able to always have a card payment method that's going to work for you, and you are going to have to use cash. But if we can avoid using cash as much as possible, that would be the best, because you're not going to get any cash back or rewards just paying with cash anywhere or with coins or anything like that. You want to be able to use your credit card, be able to get your cash back, your rewards, your multipliers to get bonuses for you. And this way, this method is going to get you to be able to do that. So though this transit card is specific to Japan, there are other transit cards I'm sure that are worldwide elsewhere that this may work possibly for. And that would have to be something you would have to do yourself, do some research. But for the SUICA card, this card is going to be great to be able to have with you on your trip to Japan. I would definitely encourage all of you to do your own research, making sure that you look through like books, websites, YouTube, just asking people as well, just the things that you would need to know or need to have when you travel anywhere. And this whole video series has been specifically for Japan and things that you should know when you go to Japan. And I just hope that this video series has been able to help provide at least some knowledge for any of you who have watched it, to know that you can use any credit card pretty much out there that has no foreign transaction fees, that these other two cards, like the Charles Schwab debit card and the checking account that is associated with, is great to be able to have for anything that has unlimited fee-free ATM reimbursement. If there's another account that you know of, then that's great. But this is the one that specifically I saw that I liked and I would like to be able to get. And then making sure to have a transit card, the SUICA card, if you can, to be able to save convenience and save time and make it a lot easier for you, and to be able to way to still get cash back on your purchases by putting money from your credit cards onto the SUICA card through your phone. So what do you think of the SUICA card? Do you think that this is the transit card that you're going to be using next time you go to Japan? Or have you already used this card and love it? Or do you think it's really not that great? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all my video releases. And this has been the series of my Japan trip, and hopefully you all enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and hope you all have a great day.